Shalom, shalom. Back here with another favorite of mine. First, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Howard Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Honors to you, Akim, and the shalom to you. Listening along. One of my favorites. I'm gonna bring this out until it happens, and it's already happening. This is Obadiah, the vision of Obadiah, that saith the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, Who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? You know? And I'm going to read back up at 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, that's telling you who Obadiah talking about when he's receiving his vision from the Most High. And set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down. That's clear cut. Verse 5, if these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not have leaves from gleaning grapes? That's the Most High being rhetorical. He's not leaving an inch of this motherfucker for Esau. This will all be what he said it was, a pit. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Through his prophets, the men of the Lord. You know? First and foremost, through the scriptures. And secondly, through the men of Great Millstone and the Akim who are teaching along those same lines. Period. And our news sources. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. And that's talking to Edom. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. And that's all these heathen. We could be friends and all that, and then you lasciviously stab him in the back. Well, it's coming back on you. There's no understanding in him. Shall not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau. And he clearly is. Esau is losing across the board, and America's losing because of that. Because Esau is just gone fucking bonkers, man. Just straight up gone bonkers. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau? They don't understand. They think that they can continually get over. They think all their trickery, that little fake magic they do, is still working, and it's not. The world is catching you up at every corner. Talking about the coronavirus patents and all that. Like, come on. You out here patenting diseases, bro. Just ridiculous, man. And the mighty men of Teman shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. And you wonder why. Because I really don't see Jake out here outside of doing it for a living and trying to survive in Esau's fucking kingdom, trying to create no fucking man-made disease, man. That just popped up globally in places that it was statistically impossible, especially if it was so-called quarantined. Like, they quarantined Wuhan province, and yet people still somehow came within a matter of a couple days and got coronavirus. They're taking it off of the military bases. Y'all don't believe that you could just fucking fly and fucking catch a crazy disease and fucking die. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the millions of... There's probably, maybe 1 billion people who fly annually. You know, and maybe half of that probably on the regular, that go to remote places in the world. All these Edomites that come back from Africa unscathed. Are you kidding me? This is man-made shit. Like, that's why, man. Like, you closing down schools and fucking up the economy, trying to bring about the R5D chip with a disease you made. And and then people wonder why I don't want to talk about that shit. Like, it's a man-made pandemic. Like, there's somebody got coronavirus at the grocery store where I live, but there's a base not even 10 minutes away. So, like I said, Why is everyone being cut off by slaughter? Because you're a lascivious, evil, twisted motherfucker, man. And verse 10, for the violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you. Let's not even, we're just talking about what's going on today, right now. Let's not even forget that Jacob is still in captivity here. You're still killing us. You're still not giving us jobs. We still can barely afford where the fuck we stay. Barely afford fucking gas. Barely afford to live. We're still going through all that shit while you're waxing richer and richer. That's the thing. Like, uh, Akim think the stock market's doing bad, but you see all these YouTube videos, and these Edomites, a lot of them make money off of the downturn of the economy. They make more money on the downturn than they do on 20, 10, and 5% interest over the normal year. They can it's called put in puts on a stock. So they're making billions off of this. That's why you're fucked. Not because I'm some genius who came up with this myself. I didn't even come up with this myself. And then the other apostles, they learned it from Abba Bivens on down. So you're fucked. Like, I don't get why people take offense. Like, we're not the violent people here. I've never killed an Edomite. I have never robbed an Edomite. I have I have never put them in captivity and forced them to be a fucking slave. So how the fuck am I in danger? And that's what you paint everybody else as the danger. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them. And this ain't nothing new. You've always been doing this. Anytime that the Most High rose up a different nation to come fuck with us, I'm sure at some way, shape, or form, your spirit was there, Esau, and you were taking part in that shit. And not until this most recent captivity were we ever weak enough and docile enough for you not to do it on your own. That's why it says you were one of them. Right there at the end. Even thou was one of them. Don't ask me why, when you have the same access to the same Bible and probably more texts that talk more shit about you, Esau. Don't come to the camp. Don't get in our face and, try to get violent or send no agent provocateur, because I want the Akim to get to their kids and I want to get back to mine. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all the other bullshit. I'm just doing the fucking work. But you are the violent people. You do that shit. I know for sure I never owned a slave, because in 2020 I wouldn't be fucking broke. You know what I'm saying? Thou shouldest not have looked on thy brother in the day of he became a stranger. But you did, and you rejoiced. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. And that's the Most High being nice. Not only did you rejoice, but you are the main reason Judah's still destructed. Neither shouldest, we fucked up, but we were in captivity, and all these other lands got to practice the law, knew who we were, and it was acknowledged. Now we don't even get that. So, yeah, I'll take the responsibility of being a Jacob, knowing that we sinned and pissed off the Lord, but I won't take responsibility for the extra hell you be putting on, Jake. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress, and that's what you did. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. So when you seen this get taken away, you stole. That's fucked up. Even in the hood, I mean, I never really heard no stories of a Jake getting locked up and somebody breaking in his shit and just taking everything, or his baby mama just, you know what I mean? Yeah, she might, you know how Jake is, and lascivious shit go on, but you know what I'm saying. It's not, Sauls get taken off, something you couldn't do, and then you picked up the scraps. You're a bitch. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. The reward shall return upon thy own head. That's period. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, Israel, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. And that's how low you're gonna be, Esau, because of how low we are. It's not You're not gonna get the privilege of just being under us. The You put these heathen above us. You forgot the brotherly covenant. That's what's gonna happen. Moab is gonna have more room to talk in the motherfucking kingdom than you will, and then after 1,000 years, you're gone. Ham is gonna have more room to talk than you will, because you're gone. And I'm in on 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. You can get fucked up from all sides, because above it, the heathen gonna start it off, because the heathen ain't waiting for the Most High. And then the Most High gonna intervene, and then you're gonna really see His anger, and then the elect get to go. So don't, you know what I mean? You want to come at the elect, but the elect only get to come when the Most High is deemed fit. You're not even worried about the correct adversaries. We have no power right now. All we doing is preaching. I mean, and you're cutting our brothers' channels like you. Who said we was even chosen yet? You know, you making it so text don't show up on my phone, and I have proof that you intercepting conversations with the Akim. You know, and with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua Ba'ashem, Harakak Wadash, the elders, honor to you, Akim, Shalom.